First of all, I drew a lot of inspiration from some of these, hospitality spaces that I've stayed in all over the world. Some of them you probably know as well: the W Hotel, the SBE Group, SLS, the Morgans Group. I was drawn to the concept of boutique style, properties that they design and operate, and I realized that basically in Nigeria that nobody was doing that, and I thought that was basically a void in the marketplace, and I decided to occupy it. That's how come Fahrenheit bettered.
Now, the central bank has tried to encourage local manufacturers by restricting access to forex by importers of certain products. Tell us, as a local manufacturer, how that has impacted on your business.
Well, it's a positive government policy because, look, the engine of every economy is local production, the real sector. And thank God Svengali has been in the real sector from inception. We've created value, by ensuring that, we employ, local hands to create, our furniture pieces. So the government policy, even though over the years there's been a somersault from restriction to unbanning, back and forth, but we've kept faith and we've consistently, maintained our production setup. So with this new shift in government policy, I think that any person who has a productive outfit is going to benefit because people are going to start looking inwards, into locally produced furniture or locally produced goods. So we're looking for towards a bumper, business year. Hopefully from the second quarter of this year, we hope that the business in our furniture company is going to pick up.
And how does the currency environment that we're in right now impact on hospitality players? Because obviously, we are in a period of a weaker naira. Are you increasing your prices?
Well, it's a very tricky situation because on one hand, there's a death of naira in people's the spending power is suddenly reduced. So people's disposable income is being affected as well. So on one hand, even though with the exchange rate fluctuation, you are tempted to increase your prices, but at the same time, you have to look at what the reality is on ground. If you increase it, how many people are going to afford it? And we noticed a dip in business in February, and empirical studies, showed that it was basically as a result of the lack of disposable income, But as far as the exchange rate fluctuation is affecting us in the sense that we deal a lot with the OTAs, online travel agencies, and you find that we are forced to remit commission through the black market. And as the black market goes up, right, the higher the local currency we needed to remit this thing. So it's basically taking a chunk of our profit.
Let's bring things back to your business. I hear you have plans to export your Fahrenheit brand to Ghana and Mali. So tell us how far gone you are with those plans. I
think shortly after we opened the Maison Fahrenheit and followed up with the Fahrenheit Loft, we generated a buzz in the market. And we have a number of people making inquiries because they felt that, look, we came up with a fresh and cutting-edge brand, and it resonated with a lot of people. And we started getting inquiries from different places. I've been to Mali sometime last year to follow up on an inquiry with somebody who is interested in setting up a Fahrenheit property there. We are talking with some people in Ghana. Also, Cameroon is also another possibility. So it's we're very happy. We're thrilled that people have recognized our brand as something that is very progressive, and so we're looking forward to transmitting this brand, in the sub-Saharan Africa. not just basically in Nigeria.
Now, how lucrative is the hospitality business in comparison to, say, the interior design business?
Okay, well, I mean, the difference is that with the hospitality industry the business is a daily business, right? I mean, you get people staying in a hotel, people staying, using your lounges and all that. In terms of being lucrative, is difficult for me to, put my handle on it. I can't tell which one of them is more lucrative, but on a personal note, I enjoy both of them because the hospitality business is an extension of my interior design business. Because what I've done is to create a value chain in my business, where from design stage to construction, outfitting, supplies, management, it all takes place within the group, and I oversee the full spectrum. So for me, it creates an environment for me to express myself, and I'm having a lot of fun doing that.
Tell us, what is the secret to your success as an entrepreneur?
I think perseverance and patience. I always believe that, look, in business, to get ahead in business, you have to have, very the core values of, honesty, integrity, hard work must be there. And if you now add perseverance and patience, you surely get to wherever you're going. I've always believed in the principle of delayed gratification. First of all, provide the right services to people and make your profit at the tail end as opposed to the front end. I've been in business for well over 23 years. Provided the same services, expanding within the ambit of what I do, not going outside of it. So basically, is lateral progression from what I do. So it's I've been very consistent, very stayed focused to what I do, and once you do that, it might just take you a little bit, you definitely achieve your objective.
And when you look back at that journey that you started 23 years ago, what is your advice to entrepreneurs who would hope to walk in your shoes?
Well, it's a difficult journey, but it's a journey, like I said earlier, you have to be very patient, right? When I started, I didn't have, lots of funds to start with, but I believed in the dream that I had, that I wanted to, basically introduce a new paradigm in my industry.